So what we have here is the PCB Magnetic Plate Clamp, and this is gonna be useful for soldering. It's like a little work table or workbench used to hold down whatever you want to solder. This should help you out soldering significantly. Let's open it up. This is like a little unboxing video. Let's have a look at the box first. So the box up close. So it comes with the magnifier, comes with 2 alligator clips, and this kind of like a snake tube, and a forest column, these magnetic columns, and a little plate of iron, I guess. Let's see what's right here. We have the workbench, magnifying, universal pipe, front magnet, these pillars, conversion tube, crocodile clips, and bottom here some instructions, I guess, the measurements of how big this is. This should give you a size of how big this is, a permanent marker, and this is a pencil, more or less the size of a pencil. It's not that big, but yeah. Anyways, let's open it up. Let's see what we have in here. This is gonna, yes, we need, let me just pull it up. I'm going to destroy the box, but here we go. So what's inside this foam here? We can put that away. Okay, here we go. So we have these 2 snake clamps. These are bendable. Let's first let's take these out of the box. Let's put them here. Magnifying glass. Let's see if everything's there. Oh, these are some strong magnets. Here are the instructions. I guess we're gonna leave them here. And then at the bottom we have the plate. So yeah, it has some rubber pads at the bottom here. Alright, we don't need that. This is the main event, I guess. This little. Alright, we're gonna take these out. Take these magnets out. These obviously stick to the board quite well. They have a little magnet here that can be screwed on. And these are adjustable. So if you want to clamp something, if you want to put like a PCB in between here, you can adjust it. You can clamp it down like that, kind of like a core with a corner edge. Here we go. And the alligator clips. Alright, so these are, well, simple alligator clips to clamp something down. And I guess these are spare because there's one on this already, but you can add an extra one. So let's have a look at this snake thing here. It's really bendable, and it's kind of solid, so you bend it and it holds the position. It doesn't move around. Like if I were to hit it, it doesn't move around, so that's good. It's easy to bend, but at the same time it's sturdy, and then, you know, it can be bent quite a bit. You can do with it whatever you want. Bend it like this, bend it like this. So, and it stays, it doesn't move. This I guess this moves around, but this can be adjusted here with the screws. So yeah. So this can be adjusted, this can be changed. I suppose one screw is to change this little snake thing, and then the other is, I suppose you can even attach these to the magnets. We're gonna see in a bit. So the magnifying glass is here. Let's take this out. Let's see. Okay, the magnifying glass, yeah, well, it works. It's not that big of a magnification, and maybe I'm holding it upside down, yeah, I guess. Let's see if we can put some tiny text. It's, this one here. So yeah, it does magnifying a little bit. I guess it helps, yeah, for sure. Okay, so yeah, magnifying glass, and this also comes in with a magnet, so you can move this around, and of course, yeah, this has to be adjusted here. I think this is moving around, but yeah, it's fine. So we can, this comes on like this. You just flip it in, I guess. I don't think there's anything else that holds it down here. You just kind of, you just open this up. These are bendable, so you kind of just pop it in, and that's it. Yeah. Here we go. So I will take out a PCB in a bit. I just wanna get this assembled first. I'm just curious if I can actually, I guess this is gonna be like this. This is gonna go here. And then these can be, well, if there was a magnet, I suppose these go here. But I think, if I'm correct, I can actually take this screw out and I can use it, and I can put this on top instead of putting it on the side here. Let's see if that works actually. Well, the screws are the same, however, but I do need an input screw to put it in here, and it doesn't come in the box. That's too bad, because you know, if you could just, if you had the screw here, I guess maybe if where is it? Yes, maybe if you have an extra screw like this, a long one with open ends, you can put one end into here and the other one in here, unless you can just take out this screw and run like a really long one, because I would like this to be like this, and to be able to move it around like this, and not just in one place. But yeah, I think it's not too bad of a deal. But that would have been nice to be able to do that. But let's continue. I think I missed a part here. There's that's right, there's a washer that came up, I guess. Alright, so let's assemble this, and this is gonna be here, and the way that it works is that you put it like this. You put I guess the screw like this, and then, well, you kind of just screw it on like this. Okay, and this just adjusts by hand, and it's, yeah, it's pretty good actually, not too bad. And then of course the alligator clips. I'm gonna have to see if I have a screwdriver here on hand, and I'm gonna use this one. So this, oops. So this comes out. This comes out like this. There's a tightening screw. Put this on. this, and then you just tighten this to make it stay on. And I wish I had a better screwdriver here. Let me see if I... Yeah, with this one I'm able to tighten it much better. And actually, well, this still kind of... What's going on here? This doesn't go in all the way. Didn't kind of... it's not supposed to be on, like, really sturdy, I guess. But yeah, well. What? Maybe because of the other tube. Let me see. I'm gonna take the screw off a little bit more. I want it to be at least a little bit more tight. I guess you have to rotate it, kind of turn it on, wind it on, and that's how it works. And then now, okay, yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that's yeah, just tighten this one. Doesn't need to be that tight. I mean, this is, you position it whichever you want, whichever direction you can move this, I guess. So that's that. And then the other one, that's gonna go right here. Why did they make them so long? There's only like 2 millimeters of space here. But okay, here we go. One and the other one, you can tighten it if you like. And then yeah, so it's pretty much fully assembled. We have the magnifying glass here, and that's that. So yeah, I guess you are able to position this. Let's say you had like a Raspberry Pi underneath, and you can put it between the pins. Then you use these to tighten it a little bit. To, for example, say you wanted to solder a wire, this bends in. Magnifying glass, well, it's a little bit loose, but it's fine. It's supposed to be loose because you move it. This one, I guess we can fix that as it's moving around. We can tighten the magnet here. There we go, and now it's sturdy. All right, so yeah, that's the full assembly here, and we have an extra a pair of alligator clips here. Let's have a look at the instructions here, see if we made everything correct. PCB magnetic fixing clip. Product model TE804. And these are just in Chinese, yeah, so that's all that comes in the box. And I think we did everything correctly here. It's fully assembled. So I'm gonna see if I can find a Raspberry Pi to put it onto this, and let's see how that looks like. Alright, so we're back here. I just warmed up my soldering iron and on some solder, and I set up a soldering station a little bit, so we're gonna test it out. We're gonna see how it works. So here's my soldering iron. As you can see with the magnifying glass, it looks really good. I mean, I can't see it because I'm not looking over this. It could be, but I have the camera up there. But yeah, you will be able to see it, I guess. So this should be even easier if I'm actually, you know, doing it with the magnifying glass. So the solder, we're gonna see if we can solder up this wire here. See, oh, it's much easier when you have it clamped down like that. See, the solder's already on there. Reflow it a little bit more. So here it is. Yeah, the wire is soldered up. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's like perfect. So now, what I want to do, I have this little unit here. I actually have it clamped down correctly, but I'm gonna redo it. So this is like a little amplifier, a Wi-Fi amplifier. This is a 5 to 600 megahertz amplifier with a 20 gain. So you can see here. You should be able to see it better. I'm just probably it's just the camera that's trying to focus here. Okay, well, maybe like this. So yeah, we're gonna put some solder onto this wire, and actually I'm gonna see if I can solder up ground right now. So we're gonna move this here. So I want the ground through that. Clamp down in position like this. Maybe even like this. See, I just move it around, I don't have to. And then, yeah, it looks good like that. There we go. And then, I just don't like this plastic in the way here. I kind of want. Alright. But yeah, well, let's try it anyways. Yeah, I don't like this plastic in the way. But okay. Yeah, it's on there. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the red wire here. Apply some tin. Not sure about the quality of this tin wire. It's actually I don't think it's a great quality. And I realized that with soldering, there are two things that are kind of important. One is the temperature of the soldering iron. It's really important to have like a high temperature, a good temperature. And the other one is, of course, the soldering iron. So, or not the soldering, but the tin, the soldering wire, this one here. So this one, and I think I'm using a really cheap one. In fact, I'm not even gonna use, I do have some solder on this. Just gonna see if I can. It's kind of a bad idea, but as you can see, I'm not an expert with this, but I do make it work. So yeah, and it's on there. I should have removed more of this plastic, actually. It would have been more professional. But yeah, here it is. Yeah, with the clamps and with this magnifying glass. I mean, I wasn't even using it, but just having it clamped down is so much easier. Oops, yeah, something just fell. So yeah, I'm really loving this. This is going to make my life much easier. And well, something's off here. thing, I think. Let me see. I guess, yeah, so you can, what you can do, you can flip it upside down just to, because this cable actually, yeah, should have been done like this from the bottom in the first place, but I will do it right now. So it's actually, I'll do it without even using the clamps. Let's see if I can make it work a little bit better, because yeah, this wasn't even holding, it's being held up from the top but not from the bottom. So we're gonna connect it from both sides. There we go. Maybe bend this, although it's already, there we go. So now this is on really well from both sides. It's connected well. We can actually remove it from these clamps. So yeah, that's this can be trimmed down a little bit. This wire's a little bit long. There we go. But yeah, this is a good solder. And now if you just want it to be, you know, extra sure, this wires will never come off. You can put it back into the clamps, or even better, I don't even have to, maybe even just like this. I don't need to use these clamps. Maybe like that. And then you, just to make sure these are never coming off, you kind of glue them down. That's one of the ways that I found to keep the solder on. To keep it, so some hot glue, and yeah, that's never coming off. Maybe from the other side. Yeah. And there you have it. Yeah, that's a solid. I mean, it's not the best work, but yeah, with this workstation, I think I can get so much more. My work will be so much better. And yeah, this is never coming off. It's secure. It's soldered, and it's hot glued, and it's looking good. So it's ready to continue into my next project, this amplifier. In case you're wondering like what I'm going to use this for, this is an amplifier. It takes in 5 volts. I suppose the voltage is variable here depending on how much amplification you want to give it, but yeah, it amplifies everything. The spectrum is kind of, it's a waste because it amplifies quite a broad range. So this is going to work for the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi and the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi as well, if you wanted to use it for that. So for like drones and stuff like that, this is kind of useful in case you're wondering what I'm doing with this. And back to original thing here, I just wanted to bring in the Raspberry Pi, the mini, or what do you call it? So yeah, it's again would be much better with this little workbench. This is very solid. You just, you know, it stays in there. You just line up a wire, clamp it down, add the solder, and then you have two hands, one for the solder wire and one for the soldering iron. You just, you know, touch it together, and you don't have to worry about it moving up while it's drying. That way, you know, like that's usually when the joint loses strength when you move it around while it's drying. So with this clamp, with this little table here, I really love it. I really recommend it if you're new to soldering. I'm loving it. Yeah. So if you're wondering, I actually did buy a couple of components here, and if you're wondering, in the next part of the video, I'm actually going to design kind of like a table here that's going to include a bunch of different parts. And the next project, or actually the next product actually that I'm going to review is this thing, magnifier with auxiliary clip. So this is like a mini workstation. So if you only need that, that's going to be the next project that I review. But yeah, in case you were wondering, this was the review for this project, PCB magnifying plate clamp. And if you would like to buy it, I'll leave a link in the description. I'm not sure how much this was, under 20 bucks for sure on AliExpress, shipping included. So really useful. I do recommend it. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.